Good afternoon. My name is Hannah Moba, and I will be discussing the yellow fever virus. The yellow fever virus is an RNA virus. It belongs to the genus Flavivirus. It contains envelope, and its genetic material or genome is positive single-stranded RNA molecule. And it is an arbovirus, which means it is mostly transmitted by mosquito, tick, basically any of these insects, and is related to the West Nile, St. Louis, and the Japanese viruses. It's the structure of the yellow fever virus. Like I said earlier, is an envelope virus. The nuclear capsule is surrounded by a lipid envelope, and the envelope contains two major proteins. It has the envelope protein and the membrane protein. For the envelope protein, I know that it play an important role in the virus life cycle, including attachment, fusion, and it sometimes helps in assembling the new virus virion particle. And a genome is an infectious RNA molecule. And within this RNA molecule encodes three structural proteins: the capsule protein, pre-membrane protein, and the protein envelope. The viral life cycle. The first step is attachment. The virus is attached to host cell membranes using a receptor, and it enters the cell by endocytosis. As it gets into the cell, it releases the genetic material, which is the single-stranded RNA molecule. And this RNA is translated to polyprotein in the intracellular membrane. And the virus will now assemble on the endoplasmic reticulum, and the immature virus particles are cleaved by the host cell protease furin, which help them mature. And the Golgi will now transport this virus towards the cell membranes, where they will assist the cell by exocytosis. Yellow fever virus transmission symptom. The yellow fever virus is an infection that is a viral infection that is spread by a particular species of mosquito. So the transmission is usually transmitted by the Aedes mosquito. So the common symptoms are fever, headache, muscle pain, yellow eyes and skin, decrease in urination. Vomiting is most common, especially in the first stage of the virus. Stages of yellow fever virus. Stage 1 is infection stage. The symptom include headache, muscle pain, loss of appetite. Like I said, vomiting are more common in this stage. Mostly, this symptom does not last long. They usually go away within 3 to 4 days. And stage 2 is where the patient will start experiencing fever. And most people in this stage recover from this fever, but other cases might get worse within 24 hours. And stage 3 is the intoxication stage. This is where the virus begins to cause problem in many organs, including the heart, the liver, and the kidney. And internal bleeding, heartburn, seizure, and coma may occur. So this is the distribution map of the yellow fever virus. So where you see the yellow color is where vaccination is highly recommended because these are areas that are at high risk of yellow fever. So mostly you find yellow fever in South America and that of Africa. And where you see the light color on the map is where no cases have been found and vaccination is not really recommended in these places. The route of transmission. Um, in South America, there are two routes of transmission. We have the jungle, where the virus is being transmitted from non-human to non-human. Mostly monkey and chimpanzee are the one infected when it comes to non-human transmission. And we have the urban transmission, is where the virus is being transmitted from humans to humans by the same Aedes mosquito. In Africa, there's three ways in which the virus is through route of transmission. We have the jungle, where the virus is being transmitted by the mosquito from non-human to non-human. The urban is from human to human, and then we have the intermediate savanna. The intermediate savanna is where the mosquito is transmitting the virus from non-human to human. Because in most part of Africa, people usually hunt. Most people go in the forest to hunt, or people go in the forest to gather food. So that's how they'll be infected with this mosquito. This is a brief history of yellow fever virus. The first major outbreak was recorded in Mexico. And according to the World Health Organization, there are estimated 84,000 to 170,000 cases and up to 60 deaths per year due to yellow fever. And 90% of these cases mostly occur in Africa. About 20 to 50% of infected person who develop serious disease usually die. And when it comes to the United States, the first outbreak was in 1793 in Philadelphia, where the virus killed 9% of the city population. And the last major outbreak was in New Orleans in 1905 with about 452 deaths. And according to what I read, these, especially the last major outbreak, was mostly related to the military soldier that went to Mexico. When they came back, some of them were already some of them were infected by yellow fever. And a recent outbreak was recorded in Angola in December of 2015 with about 1,905 cases and 258 deaths. Treatment, prevention, and diagnosis. When it comes to treatment, there's no specific treatment for yellow fever, but the symptom can be treated. The healthcare sometimes provide treatment for the symptom. So if a person have yellow fever and they go to a very good hospital, there's high chance of them surviving because the symptom can be treated. And prevention, there is vaccine available for yellow fever, And this vaccine is recommended for children who are 9 months or older, and people who are traveling to risk area, and people who live in risk area. I remember my country is one of the high risk area. When I was leaving to when I was leaving to come to school, the first requirement at the airport is you need to present your yellow fever vaccination card before you even start the boarding process. And diagnosis, um, yellow fever can be diagnosed through blood tests. So they usually take blood tests to see if the virus is in your blood, and sometimes physical examination because there are some symptoms that can be seen physically. An example of it would be like the yellow eyes, the yellow skin. Possible complications that come, uh, possible complications due to yellow fever includes coma, kidney failure, sometimes death, liver failure, salivary gland infection, secondary bacterial infection, shock. And that's the end. Thank you very much for your attention.